What's up, family? This is your boy, King L. Bay with Short Tips. Um, I want everyone to stop looking for this government to have a trust for you with money in it. Um, I'm gonna start doing these short takes so I can start breaking it down and understand how this estate planning work and why estate planning is the answer if it and how you get remedy. You must understand that remedy is created through contracts. So I'm gonna explain it to you just like this. Let's say you buy a house, and if the house ever catch on fire, right, you should have what? An escape plan. An escape plan so that you and your family, if the house ever catch on fire, you and your family can escape. Right? Doesn't mean it won't come with some injuries. Somebody might get burned. There might be some smoke, um, uh, inhalation where somebody inhales smoke. They might have some issues with their lungs, but you get out safely or you get out um, alive. The same thing is with estate planning. A lot of y'all don't understand how to do this. So, um, like a lot of y'all believe that you have to have go to the IRS to create an estate. Estate. A lot of y'all think you have to have um, certain things like a 9-8 number to be identified as foreign. Um, it's a lot of things that y'all don't understand in relationship with these things. What I'm going to teach you and help you understand um, how y'all talk about public and private don't mix. And I'm just going to show you public and private mix all the time, and it's called a PPP. A PPP, a, a public private partnership. I want to share the screen with you guys. I'm not going to be on here long. So, what I try to tell people, you need to understand what's going on in relationship to all of these different things. To where the StreamYard go. So let me get this stuff out the way. It's called a public-private partnership. I'm gonna be on here about 10 minutes. So, what are public-private partnerships? It says there is no one there is no one widely accepted definition of a public-private partnership. The PPP Knowledge Lab defines a PPP as a long-term contract between a private party and government entities for providing a public asset or service in which the private party bears significant risk and management responsibility and and remuneration and linked to performance. PPPs typically do not include service contracts or turnkey construction contracts, which are categorized as a public procurement project or the privatization of utilities where there is a limited ongoing role for the public sector. For the broader discussion, see PPP Knowledge Lab. An increased number of countries are enshrined as definition of PPPs in their laws, each tailoring the definition to their own institution and legal particularities. So let's break this down. Let me show y'all something about when you talk about public and private relationships. It's a relationship. So what do you mean, King L Bay? Your entity can interface and create a PPP relationship under contract that once that PPP, you must not take public proceeds used particularly for private, right? For private benefits. It must go back into the public, but it doesn't mean that you don't have rights in the institution or the thing in which the government has gave you under contract. So what do? You can create a PPP agreement, and you can say in your contract, and I'm just making this up off the fly, that the the private proceeds and public proceeds from any venture shall not mix, and that the appropriation of funds shall go to the appropriate institution for the particular specified benefits to to what? Give to public, right, sectors for on their own accord for whatever reason or purpose. So, like I said, you could create a PPP agreement. You guys are looking for, not looking for the answers. You are the answer through your creativity. You create the remedy through your creativity. Stop looking for people to tell you and instruct you to certain things without particular knowledge. You if you understand what to do, then you know how to create the remedy. Stop listening to, this public and private, they mix all the time. But what you have to understand in your relationship, right? What the expectation is. Like if you go get a wife, right? Or if you go get a husband, you should have expectations based on your relationship. And as the relationship grow, there should be a short term and mid-term and long-term plan. You should contract a short-term, mid-term, and long-term plan. And within those things, so the growth and development, there should be certain things complete, right? In this agreement. This is what I'm trying to tell you about public and private. They're receiving private benefits just like you receiving public benefits. There could be a meeting of the minds where that resolve any obligation of debt based on the contract. So you can understand, right? They're going to, you don't understand, you don't have contracts in place. This is why the state is acting and the government is acting on presumptions and assumptions of law based on you don't have nothing in place. Stop going in court with your contracts. Stop using public space for private purposes. Stop giving away your private rights to a public entity. Understand how to contract and secure your rights. Understand how to sort things out. Put public proceeds with public institutions for the benefit of the public, and put private proceeds in the private category for the benefit of a private institution. The public and private can have a relationship, but public and private, if they're going to have a relationship, should have a contract in place. This is your boy, King L Bay. Stop listening to the goofy and let's get down to business, family. I got more and mentorship coming your way with understanding estate planning. Estate planning is the only way. You want to be a secure party? You want to be a creditor? Understand estate planning. It's your boy, King L Bay. I'm out.